Welcome back to Money Mind. What stops people from becoming an entrepreneur? Well, for many, it's the fear of giving up a secure job while taking a leap into the unknown. But what if your company allowed you to keep your job while you pursued your entrepreneurial dreams? Or better still, even offered to support it? Would you then take the plunge? That's the situation that DBS banker Jeffrey Sung found himself in last year. Jonathan Pierce kicks off our second entrepreneurship series this week with the story of a problem solver who was given the chance to dream big. Another day in busy Singapore. Jeffrey Sung goes to work in the financial district, as he has for the past 9 years at DBS Bank. Like most Singaporeans, he admired entrepreneurs and occasionally dreamed that he could be one.
Part of my job also involves me working with successful entrepreneurs, and then I always marvel at how they build their business and all the lessons they've gone through, and the ability to solve problems in the real world. That's really interesting to me.
And that could have remained a daydream until Jeff attended a 5-day DBS hackathon.
We have a DBS intrapreneur program whereby they encourage DBS employees to work with real-life startups to work on real-world problems. And then on top of that, they will, if you qualify for the program, you can even get $25,000 seed funding from the bank for 0% equity. I thought that's pretty crazy. And just when I thought it cannot get any crazier, you can even apply for innovation sabbatical, whereby you can go on paid leave. Technically, the bank is paying you money to work on your startup outside of the bank. So I think this is awesome.
DBS says its Hotspot Pre-Accelerator is a program designed to cultivate entrepreneurship in Singapore through experimentation, mentorship and training. It's open to anyone, including DBS staff, who should not expect special treatment.
Don't give them any extra rights than external startups. They have to go through the same selection process. And if they need time off work, then I'll go personally talk to their manager and ask them very kindly whether they can get time off work to deliver on this. What we do then is then, like the rest of the startups, we give them $25,000. But we have no condition on that. So we don't take equity like most other accelerators. And for DBS staff, it doesn't have to be a fintech or a kind of bank-centric solution. They can invent anything.
Mr. Cross says this freedom and support has attracted many DBS staff members to give their entrepreneurial aspirations a try. But shouldn't DBS be worried that it's encouraging its own staff to start business ventures and quit?
At the face of it, you'd think there'd be a strategy of paying your staff to leave wouldn't be a suitable one. But think about the mechanics. We have 22,000 staff here, yeah? And some of them, for whatever reason, they're going to leave the bank. Now, if they're leaving to set up a startup, we know that 9 out of 10 startups fail. So our philosophy is it's better that they still work for DBS and either succeed or fail in their entrepreneurial dream. Now, if they fail, they learn a huge amount. Also, they spread the culture of startup around them. They stay at DBS, and they really value DBS as an employer moving forward. But we gave them the opportunity to try, and if they leave, great. Hopefully, there'll be a unicorn, and then we've got $1 billion company banking with DBS.
Heartened by the support of his company and his immediate manager, Jeff decided to try his hand at being an entrepreneur. All he needed was a good idea.
How I came up with this idea was that I tried to buy a property myself on the existing property platforms, and then you just keep getting duplicated ads, fake information and outdated ads. It's terrible. So I talked to my friend, my best friend who's a property agent. I said, hey, why don't you start a website that only has real information which everybody wants, and we have an angle whereby we only allow urgent sale properties on board. That's how HugProperty was born.
Together with his co-founders, a former property agent and a former data scientist from Singtel, Jeff came up with a real estate portal that specializes in distressed assets. This was a niche market that the trio felt was currently underserved and had great growth potential.
One example would be for owners who currently stay in the HDB but have purchased a private property. They have a deadline to sell their HDB. Divorce cases, people who can no longer afford their mortgages, and also businessmen who need money urgently for their business. Interestingly, when we interview property agents, they all share with us that up to 1 out of 10 property transactions they have concluded actually fall within this category of pretty urgent, where people need to sell quite quickly.
One of the selling points of the portal is that all the information is verified and is up to date. The team even goes to the point of interviewing sellers for their reason for selling the property. It also offers a 3D viewing experience for prospective buyers. For Jeff, marrying his corporate skills with his new entrepreneurial venture has been a dream come true. But it has also been hard work.
It's been tough, I have to be honest. I sacrificed a lot of my family time. I do a full-time job, and I spend most of my evening with my teammates at HugProperty. And then the weekends is 100% burnt. So I really miss my daughter and my wife. I do miss them. But I feel we are doing something worthwhile. We are really solving a problem. And if I can build something beautiful, a brand that people can trust, one day my daughter will be using it.
The startup has now attracted the interest of some high-profile investors, like Brunei's Prince Abdul Qawi, son of the country's foreign minister. And they've managed to secure veteran property analyst Khoo Swee Yong as an advisor. The next step for them is to recruit more team members in Singapore, Malaysia and Indonesia before their next round of fundraising.